Alright, enjoy my coffee. Yeah, I was out of milk for a good while, but then, yeah, my mom got some recently, so I'm able to have coffee again. Alright, so hello, Matt. Welcome to the stream. See if we can get some more people. So, Matt, how are you doing today? It's like, ahoy there. Okay, so Jack Carter is here. Hello and welcome. Alright, so the audio is good. Oh my gosh, you will not believe this. But first and foremost, let me do the intro. Hello everyone, this is your girl Ronnie Gunza, and welcome to the All That Shebang Bang podcast. I am your host, Ronnie. Yeah, I think I've said that already. Alright, so Gamer Star Girl, Michael, Jack Carter, Matt the Cat. Matt the Cat knows a lot about that. I love saying that. It rhymes. It's like it has a nice feeling to it. Currently having a review being uploaded as we speak, but it should be done by the time the stream concludes. That is totally awesome. Can't wait to see what you got. Alright, so good to have coffee again. I was out of milk, but then my mom got some more. Well, I think like one of my relatives gave us some milk. They had like extra. So that was good. So good on them. Alright, so it's been 2 weeks. I believe it's been 2 weeks since, well, more than 2 weeks since the Super Mario Bros. Movie came out. And it's been like almost 2 weeks since I've seen it. I saw it like the day after Easter. Yeah, because I knew that Easter weekend was going to be really, really busy, especially for the movie. All right, so Jack, if you haven't seen the movie, then I suggest okay. All right, so yeah, unfortunately this is gonna be like a spoilers discussion. So yeah, sorry, man. I know some of you guys haven't seen the movie yet, still, but for me, I've seen it already. It's been like 2 weeks. I kept quiet about it for 2 weeks now. So, oh, okay. So some of y'all haven't seen spoilers ahead. Okay, yeah, definitely spoilers ahead. So sorry about it, you guys. But the good news is that this stream is going to be playable even after this stream ends. There's going to be a replay. I will definitely have a playlist of all the Shebang Bang episodes. So yeah, like after you see the movie, then you can come and watch this episode of All That Shebang Bang. How does that sound? Turn around, run away before it's too late. Okay, so Logo Boy's in the chat. Gamer Star Girl, thank you for pointing out spoiler alert. Get that little triangle icon. Yeah, I even put this up to a vote. I had like 3 different topics. I asked you guys, what do you want me to talk about for today's podcast episode? There was this, there was Bowser's Inside Story, and what was the other one? How I created my current Larry Boy Fanatic OC. The majority of you want to see like the spoilers discussion. So yeah, it's democracy. But the good news is, when this stream is over, you could always go back and play this episode. So it's a win-win for everybody, okay? So I see some more people coming in. let me see if I can, oh boy, I've been wanting to gush about the Mario movie for so long. Now I finally get the chance to express it. Yes, sir, you get to do that. You definitely get to do that. Now, before we start, like, I just want to point a couple of things out. Just want to show you guys. Okay, let me. Well, like after I had watched the movie, like a couple of weeks ago, when I got home, as soon as I got home, I took down some notes. It's like the whole movie was in my head, and I was doing my best to like write down everything that I saw, like some of the moments and all that shebang bang. Yeah, put the plug there. All right, and let me show you something else, guys. Let me see if I could. Okay, enlarge my camera. Alright, so this is my movie ticket. I put it in a plastic baggie because, yeah, I don't want anything happening to it. Yeah, it's going to be in the Ziploc bag until I can get a frame for it. Because I've told you guys in my previous episode that I'm going to be framing this. This is my movie ticket to Super Mario Bros. Movie. I saw it on Monday, April 10th. I went to the 12 o'clock showing. And guess what? I paid like $6.22 for this ticket. Yeah, I thought the movie ticket was going to be more expensive like that. No, I am not going to lose it like Laura. Yeah, I'm keeping this. Definitely. And it's going to be in this Ziploc bag until I can frame it. Yeah, once I frame it, it's putting it on my wall. Definitely putting it on my wall. Alright, so yeah, let me put this on my dresser. Alright, so yeah, I definitely have plans of framing that movie ticket because, yeah, I was like so like mind blown about this movie, and plus it's like the movie's already broken like box office records. You know that post I shared on my community tab, how IGN was saying that it surpassed Detective Pikachu, Sonic the Hedgehog 2. I forgot what that other one that they listed, but yeah, it surpassed those movies when it comes to box office records. You're dang straight Disney is in hot water. They're scared. The Super Mario Bros. Movie has gotten Disney scared. And I remember saying this. They're just hoping and praying that their other movies, Disney's hoping and praying, hoping against hope, that movies like The Little Mermaid is gonna be successful. Which, when you think about their track record when it comes to remakes, you can't mess with the classics. That's all I gotta say about that. Try not to lose it and don't let it out of your sight. It's not gonna be out of my sight. Once I find the frame for it, which by the way, I could get a good price for frames. I don't have to like dish out a lot of money for a frame. It was like, I want it in just like any frame. Any frame. And then mounting on my wall. And then there we go. It's a relic. It's a collectible. Yeah, that ticket is going on my wall. And it's going to be in a frame. Okay. Miyamoto wanted Mario to be more recognizable than Mickey Mouse, so no wonder why it's breaking box office records. Okay, so GamerStar saw the movie. Alright, so I've been keeping quiet about this movie for a couple of weeks now because I wanted you guys to get a chance to watch it. And I think I did like a poll asking you guys if you guys seen the movie, and the majority of you said yes. And the poll that I released yesterday, you guys want me to do a discussion, a spoilers discussion. It's like, ain't that the truth? Oh, hang on. Well, ain't that the truth? You can't handle the truth. JB Plush. You know, JB Plush, we actually saw this movie together. I mean, if you look at my Instagram and if you look at my YouTube post that I did like after I came out of that movie theater, it's like we saw this movie together. I mean, yeah. He's like, you liked the movie, huh? Yes, he's saying yes. It's like, was Bowser scary? Yeah, he got a little scared when it came to Bowser. But I was like, nah, don't worry. The best thing I've seen in theaters. Yes. I definitely agree. I agree. That was the best thing that I've seen in years. Years. Think about that. And Beatles Amy Yumi has subscribed, so thank you for the subscription to my channel. Ooh. Gotta love this coffee. Mmm. Mm-hmm. Alright. So like I was saying, I took notes like right after I came home. I went to the movie theater that was like 5 minutes away from where I live. So I'm gonna spill the beans now. So why is there a hole in my notes? I have no clue, but it's not going to be a problem. Alright, so I'm going to give you guys one more chance. If you haven't seen the movie, then just stop watching right now. And come back to this episode whenever you've seen the movie. And I will definitely have a playlist of all that Shebang Bang episodes. You give this movie a 7 out of 10? That's understandable. Alright. The story was more developed. Wish that the story was more developed. The pacing of the movie was too fast. Not a lot of time spent on the characters or giving them character arcs. Yeah, I agree too. Alright, so let me just start from the beginning. Like, these notes, I wrote them like as I saw them. It's like, so we're gonna go in chronological order. Alright, so yeah, it is way better than the 1993 movie. Yeah, I heard that the 1993 movie was horrible. Amani, can you just can you just chill? Alright. Might see the Mario movie. Well, there's gonna be spoilers, so yeah, just want to forewarn you. Okay, the movie is fine as is, but I wish they had more thought on the story. Maybe they'll give us an interesting story in a sequel. Alright, so alright, here we go. Alright, so Super Mario Bros. Movie notes. And, like, in my notes, I was, like, drawing, like, some of the scenes. Like, they're not perfect drawings, but they're just, like, doodles. Because I was trying to get all of this. Because I was going based on what I saw. Like, what was in my head at the time. Alright, Platinum Console. Hello and welcome. Alright, so yeah, these notes are a combination of scribbles and doodles and that's bang bang. Alright, that's okay if you gotta turn down the volume. That's cool. Alright, so the first part of this movie, like the opening scene, like there's no need for an introduction because it's basically the same thing as the trailer, except they added music and they it shows like Bowser actually taking down the penguins and actually hitting that prize box, that question box, to reveal the star. And you know what's weird is that in the trailer, in fact, I still have screenshots of. Yeah, I still have screenshots from the trailers. So let me pull one up real quick. Alright. Alright, here's a good one. Open with. Okay, now keep in mind, these are screenshots from the trailer. So, yeah, keep that in mind because the movie is still out in theaters. So, there's nothing wrong with showing screenshots from the trailers. Alright, so this part where Bowser is coming out of his shell. Yeah, right, we're not there yet. He's coming out of that big fortress he has. The mouth opens and he like emerges from the flames and he steps down to meet his army. And he's marching towards that ice castle. And then out of nowhere, he's like, "Open the gates or die." And you know what the weirdest part is? Like, there's like this big old shadow where you think, oh, the King Penguin is going to be big and badass. And one of the soldiers is like hiding in their shell, like scared. That's not what happened in the trailer. It's like, they made it seem like that soldier was scared of Bowser's presence. But no. It wasn't like that in the movie. It was like they were scared of who was gonna come out of that ice castle. But then it's like these penguins are so little. It's like, oh my god, you got me there, trailers. It was like, April Fools! April Fools! Out of season April Fool's joke. If I... Alright. So, you know the drill. Like, basically, like, pretty much everything that has happened in the trailer is gonna happen here. Yeah, the penguins suck at taking down Bowser. It's like, do you really think snowballs are gonna hurt this guy? Unless the snowballs were made of acid, then I understand. But look at this! Look at this! And Bowser's not even moved. He's just like, a snowball hits him. It's like, you penguins are crazy. Yeah, damage to the head. Damage to the head, maybe. Maybe give this guy a brain freeze, but no. And then, you know the drill. The King Penguin says, "Do you yield?" And then we get that classic line, that iconic line from Bowser. It's like, "I do not." And then the penguins get subdued by Kamek, the Koopa Mage, and the soldiers. And then Bowser steps in and just like breathes his fire on this ice castle, literally destroying it. Oh, and you know what the cool thing about that is? The cool thing, well, it's a bad thing for the penguins, but let me exit out of my screen and make my face full screen again. Oh, I clicked on the wrong thing. Okay, here we go. And I was creating the steps. Like, Kamek managed to, create steps for Bowser to, step on in order to get to the prize box. It's like, I thought that was pretty badass. I was like, Bowser's getting ready to retrieve the star, which is in a box, and Kamek waves his magic wand to create these ice steps, and the music is playing, and Bowser is strutting up to get to the prize box, the question box, and just punches it, and then the star comes out, and he's like, "I finally found it." So you saw this in 3D. I have my reservations when it comes to 3D. It's back in the day I used to think 3D was cool, but then it's but then it a little bit of 3D is fine, but after a while it just hurts your eyes. Well, for me it does. But I saw this movie in 2D. It's still visually good. It's still awesome regardless. Okay, speaking of the mixed bags with the trailer dropped, especially Chris Pratt is like, "Oh, neat, an ice castle. I wonder what the lure of this location will be." Skips it. Oh, well, we don't even get time to see what it's like. Aww. Alright, so that was the first scene. And then right away it cuts to the Super Mario Bros. Commercial. We get Mario and Luigi trying to start their own plumbing business. And this is where we get our cliches. We get the disgruntled ex-employee, what's his name, Spike. It's like, you quit your jobs just to do it on your own? It's like, man, that guy's hating on them, man. And when they do get their first job, it's it doesn't even go well. It's they have to fight with a dog. I mean, seriously. I mean, we've already got stuff like that. We already have Secret Life of Pets. So you don't need to be putting this in my Super Mario Bros. Movie. I mean, if they just had if they just maybe just had problems with the pipes, which ultimately they do, it's that would have been funnier. I was okay, fix this pipe. Oh, one of them is leaking. It's like, it would have been like a Three Stooges type thing. That would have been hilarious. But no, it's like, okay, we get it. You guys made Secret Life of Pets 1 and 2. It's like, by the way, I don't even like Secret Life of Pets, so I don't even know why it's in my movie. It's like, Alright, so they come home after their job is a terrible disaster. And guess what? They have a family that's like, okay, why'd you quit your part-time jobs just to pursue this? It's like, damn, even their family's hating on them. It's like, oh, you're screwing up by doing this, and you're bringing your little brother down with you. It's like, geez, man, they're trying to. It's like these people don't know what being an entrepreneur is. It's like you take risk. I mean, I understand if you have like a part-time job in addition to making your dreams come true. But it's like they're just hating on them and being like, oh, you can't do this. And it's like in my mind I was like, it's like, for me, that really hits home because, that really hits home because, right now I'm what you guys call a freelancer. I do freelance writing and proofreading on a platform called Upwork. So either I get jobs or I don't get jobs. So it's not like your conventional 9 to 5 full-time, part-time job. And being a freelancer, it has its ups and downs. It's like you've really got to sell yourself when it comes to like doing it on your own. Otherwise, it's like who are you and why should we trust you in doing this job? So that scene where like their family's hitting on them about doing it on their own, it's like it struck a chord with me because it's like, well, I'm trying to prove to my own family that I could do it on my own. I mean, having a part-time job is fine. It's like I've been filling out applications left and right. So yeah. Alright, so there's like a scene where Mario's playing like this video game. I wonder if it was like the NES game console. It looked like it. It's that rectangular controller, I think. And I don't know what game he was playing, but it's like he got bored all of a sudden. Okay, Kid Icarus for the NES. Okay, that's what that is. I kind of relate to that too. My dad has been pushing me to take math classes for a while. Problem is, I hate math. You know what? I hate math too. You have no idea, like, how hard it was in high school. Like, I was able to pass with a B-, like, thank God. It was like, I was never good at algebra. I was never good at calculus. Calculus was even harder. I mean, seriously. So, I totally understand, Matt. Alright, so when Mario is trying to play the NES game and just like gets bored with it, I like this, like, Luigi comes in and he's telling Mario, look, man, you're not trying to bring me down. It's like, I'm so glad that Luigi doesn't see like what everyone else is supposedly seeing. It's like Luigi's understanding. It's like, I know you're not perfect, but I still believe in you. Like, I still have your back. And I just thought that was sweet. So there's a little bit of a character arc there. There's a little bit of chemistry between Mario and Luigi. So it's not like they have zero compatibility, like zero chemistry. Like there's some chemistry there. I mean, sure they could have like fleshed it out a little bit more, but this is not a heavy loss. So good on them. Okay, so then they turn on the news. By the way, if you guys know who Paulina is, I think you guys know her from Super Mario Odyssey and the Donkey Kong games. So yeah, she's mayor of Brooklyn apparently. I mean, that's not surprising because again, if you played Super Mario Odyssey, then you know who she is. Is it Pauline or Paulina? I want to say Pauline. I liked how he smack talked to Spike and slammed his phone on the ground. Okay, it is Pauline. I was right the first time. So anyway, she's mayor of Brooklyn apparently. Yeah. I mean, not surprising. So there's like a big old pipe burst. In town. And then the brothers are like, the bros are like, okay, we can fix this. This would be a great chance for redemption. Alright, so they go into the sewer, and that's where they find the green pipe. And I think okay, there's a little bitty doodle. Yeah, because when I was taking notes, it's like I was trying to like remember everything that went on. All right, let me just throw this in the trash and give me one moment, guys. I know it's not intermission yet, but I just gotta throw these things away. Alright, guys, I'm back. Yeah, I just had to get some stuff out of the way, like on my desk. Like, I have my computer, my microphone, which I almost dropped, my notes, my mouse, and I had like a plate of food, of leftovers, and then I had my coffee cup. Oh, let's not forget about Charles Martinet. You know that when they were at that pizza parlor and the bros were looking at their commercial, there's a guy at an arcade, and that was pretty cool because yeah, even though we didn't get Charles Martinet playing Mario in this movie, at least this movie gave Charles Martinet something to work with, because they told us from the very beginning that Charles Martinet was going to be voicing like additional voices. It was going to be like playing some of the characters, like some of the side characters. So that was a pretty good cameo of Charles Martinet. It's like, at least this movie acknowledged Charles Martinet. So yeah, they gave him something to do. So I'm glad. Yeah, he did have some speaking roles. All right, so they find the green pipe like all of a sudden, like when they're in the sewer. I kind of would have wanted, like, I don't know how that green pipe got there in the first place. It was like it just like out of nowhere. All right, so they go into this pipe and they get separated. And I think I drew like where each of them went. Luigi went into the Darklands, or whatever it's called, and Mario went to where the Mushroom Kingdom is. Okay, I know you might see some floating heads here, but yeah, I was trying to write all this down, draw what I've seen, like in like in an instant. Alright, so this is where Mario gets to he first meets up with Toad, and yeah, Toad tells him about Princess Peach, and they decide to go into the Mushroom Kingdom to find Princess Peach, and for Mario to ask for her help. Okay, meanwhile in the Darklands, we get that chase scene, which was teased to us in the teaser trailer. We get that chase scene with Luigi and the Dry Bones characters. And that's where he says, "You just got Luigi'd." And then he runs into this castle and he gets captured by Shy Guys. Oh, did you know this? Did you know this, you guys? I mean, if you played Luigi's Mansion, any of the video games, it's like you can hear the Luigi's Mansion theme playing in that scene. And that's why I was saying in my previous episode, it's like, what if they made a Luigi's Mansion movie? It's like they got it going there. It's like they have something there. There's potential. Especially when you hear the Luigi's Mansion theme. Yes, even Charlie Day, the voice actor for Luigi, wants that movie to happen. So you know, there's definitely potential in there. And the castle that he hides in, it's like so reminiscent of the Luigi's Mansion video games. It's like, there's potential. It's like Nintendo Illumination. You're right on the money. You got this. Alright, so eventually, Bowser finds out about Mario hanging out with Princess Peach. Yeah, because Princess Peach has Mario training to go on this big adventure. The castle is honestly more reminiscent of the fortresses in the Super Mario Bros. Games. Yeah, I agree with that too as well. But then here's the thing. When Princess Peach was like, okay, you complete this training course and I will help you get your brother back. But then Mario is able to complete like 95% of the course. And then she's like, okay, well, I'll help you anyways. It's like, then why'd you say that she wanted him to complete the training course in the first place? Mario fails, but Peach lets him go on his adventure anyway. Even Toad tags along and he didn't get to do the course. Okay, why she's in the chat. Alright, so anyway, back to Bowser. And this is where we get to see Bowser sing. It's like when I first heard that Bowser was gonna sing in this movie, it's like I didn't believe it at first. I thought people were spreading rumors. Yeah, I treated it as a rumor. It's like, rumor maid, you really done it this time. you're really gonna tell me that my man Bowser is gonna sing in this movie? It's like, I thought it was too far-fetched. And I thought it was like an early April Fool's joke or whatever. But then it's like, we get that scene. There's a night sky and stars. And Bowser's sitting next to a piano. And he's playing the piano. And it's like, this one is for my one and only true love, Princess Peach. Peach, you're so cool. It's like when that when that was happening, it's like, what the hell? I'm sitting there in the movie theater, see, and I was just like in shock. It was like my mouth was wide open, and it's like, what the hell am I watching? It's like, this dude is trying to be like Aerosmith. Like, the style of how he was singing. If you guys heard if you're familiar with Aerosmith, it's like, why? With my star, we're gonna rule. Why? But you know what? It's a thing now. And I've seen a lot of parody videos of this song. Well, of course it's Jack Black, so he's definitely gonna bring that charisma into any movie he touches, basically. But this is like, now the memes are coming in, the parodies are coming in. And did you know that this song, when Illumination uploaded the music video to this, did you know that music video rode the wave of #1 in trending, in YouTube trending? Like, I even took a screenshot of it. It's like, it rode the #1 spot for a little bit, but then it got surpassed by something else. Yeah, this one is for my one true. Actually, from the... Yeah, that line was from the music video. That was how I heard that. Okay. Came a lot more experience than ever. One positive, I like the arc where Mario hates mushrooms. Yeah, that was a thing. And yeah, it was okay, but like, he got used to it after like all the times he had to like eat the mushrooms to do the course correctly. I guess you can say that the song was Peachy King. Yeah, people are doing covers of that song and people are doing parodies, and I've seen all the memes. Okay, so like, while he's singing, Kamik steps in and he lets Bowser know about Mario traveling with the princess. Oh my god. Talk about mood swings. The Bowser in this movie has a lot more mood swings than in the video games, in my opinion. Like, in this movie, Bowser comes out as unhinged. And you'll see that in his expressions. Like, he can go from 0 to 100 in this movie. And you wouldn't even know. You're right. Pain is the best teacher. That was a line in the movie. Okay, let me explain it. Alright, so Kamik interrupts Bowser's song. And you could tell that Bowser's trying not to get upset. He's like, what? And then Kamik explains to him that Mario's traveling with the princess, and then Bowser's like, "Come sit over here." It's like to like do a little duet on the piano. And you know what song they play? Din-in-in-in-in-it. Ba-ding, ba-ding. Din-in-in-in-in-it. Yeah, that one. It's like, what can you tell me about this human? Does he love the princess? And Kamik is trying to reassure him. Is like, no, it's like, this guy has nothing on you. It's like, and then Bowser's like, I'm not threatened. And remember how I said 0 to 100? Like, slams the lid on Kamik's fingers. I like how he gets pissed off when he thinks of Peach liking Mario every single time. It's like, when he slammed that thing on Kamik's fingers, I was like, that legitimately scared the crap out of me. Like, that got me to do... It's like, I was not expecting that. So like I said, Bowser in this movie goes from 0 to 100 quick. I'm telling you, unhinged. And then he starts yelling at Kamik to find out more about Mario. And then Kamik's like, can I come out of this now? And then Bowser's like, no, not yet. Pain is the best teacher. And you know what, guys? Should have started this poll earlier. But you know how, like, I'm doing fan art. Which, by the way, I'm taking commissions. If you go to my community tab, I list the prices. $20 for a sketch, $50 to $100 for full color sketch, full color, and we can negotiate prices when it comes to full color artwork. I've already started taking commissions, and I'm getting positive reception for it. So, yep. It's another way to make some cash. So yeah, definitely. And if you don't know what my artwork looks like or what my fan art looks like, you could always check out my Instagram and DeviantArt. All that shebang bang. I will have them linked in the description once I get off stream here. But let me do this poll real quick. Interested in... Okay, so if you guys seen my Bowser Luigi fan art, got a lot of good reception. Got some positives. People saying that it looks great. I even shared it on Instagram, and John Cohen trying to figure out, like, okay. Yeah, I'm trying to look up John Cohen, because I know he's in the... Yeah, he's in the Hollywood industry. Alright, so this is John Cohen. He's a producer of Angry Birds movie, Despicable Me. So he actually has an Instagram, and he actually liked my fan art of Bowser and Luigi. It was like when I saw his name and I saw the blue check mark, it's like when I saw his name and I saw the blue check mark, it's like, oh my gosh, it's like my fan art is getting recognized in Hollywood because we got a film producer here. And he liked my fan art of Bowser and Luigi. Now, for those of you who don't know, like, what fan art I'm talking about, let me pull that up real quick. Alright, come on. Come on! Yeah, I was working on Canva. And that's how I got to making this beautiful thumbnail. Alright, so community tab, So again, art commissions backed by popular demand. $20 sketch or $50 to $100 for full color artwork. We can negotiate prices when it comes to the $50 to $100 range. Payable via PayPal or Cash App. Okay, so the only rules are nothing NSFW, and be sure to credit me if you plan on sharing this. If you plan on sharing my artwork to your social media. And this is what I was talking about. The Super Mario Bros. Surpassed the likes of Detective Pikachu, World of Warcraft, and Sonic the Hedgehog 2. And this post was made by IGN. Alright, so here we go. Let me click on this. Okay, so 1-800-AWESOME Sauce. Hello and welcome. Welcome aboard, Saucy Baka. It's like, I am so proud of this fan art that I did. And I even live streamed me coloring it. And then off stream I colored the rest of it. It's like, this looks gorgeous. This looks beautiful. And I still can't believe a film producer actually liked this on Instagram. So, yeah. It's like, I'm deeply honored. It's like, not sure you know who I am, but I'm about to marry a princess and rule the world. I can't stop saying that line. It's like, shoot, it's like iconic. And when I was watching this movie, I was like quoting some of the lines that I've heard in the trailers. It's like, well, yay. Okay, we'll get to that scene in a moment, but look at this, guys. I'm so proud of this. And it took me like 2 days to make this, you know? So I'm pretty confident that I could do like full color art commissions, because since I've been doing a lot better on coloring, it was like I'm faster at it. So yeah, so you want a full color art commission, whether it's original or fan art, be sure to DM me. DM me on YouTube or Instagram, any of my social medias. Alright, so thank you. Nice drawing, nice art. Thank you. I personally prefer the Mario movie more than the Sonic movies. The Sonic movies had human characters that were not necessary to the story. Alright, that's understandable, because I don't think I've watched the Sonic movies at all. I guess I'm more into Sonic X, you know, the animated series. I'm more into that than in like the live action. And you know, there was like that debacle of how Sonic was first designed, and then people were screaming, "No, we don't want Sonic to look like that. Go back to the drawing board, try again." Yeah, it's like Mario and Luigi are from Brooklyn, so obviously there's going to be humans in this movie. All right, so where was I? Oh, I was gonna do the poll. Okay, so what Super Mario fan art you're interested in next? Let me type in the options. Okay, let me make Okay, yeah, I had to add like more than a couple. All right, so yeah, I was like so inspired by this movie. That's like, it's like all the creative juices are flowing within me when it comes to this movie. All right, so right now I'm posting a poll. It's like, what fan art do you want me to do next when it comes to the Super Mario Bros. Movie? And you know what? I'll probably like stream it tomorrow. Yeah, I will definitely stream it tomorrow, so that you guys can see the creative juices flowing and everything. Oh, that's a bang bang. And I will post a sketch beforehand, based on what you guys are choosing. And I think I will end the poll like near the end of this stream, so that I can give you guys time to like think about it. But yeah, I want to do more fan art of this movie. It's like, it's that good. It's that inspirational. We could exit out of this. Okay, so wow, a lot of you guys are voting. It's like, okay, we got 4 votes so far. Okay, but we still got time. So don't you worry. Don't you worry, little birdie. Alright, so Mario and Princess Peach, along with Toad, they go on this big adventure because they want to seek help from Donkey Kong's tribe. Yeah, but the king is like, oh, well, we're not interested. We're not interested in like helping you. However, you have your champion defeat my son Donkey Kong, and yeah, I'll let you borrow my army. And that is when Donkey Kong shows up. Alright, so I don't... Okay. Yeah, there's like a little bit of a lag. But don't you worry, guys. Don't worry. Got an idea. Maybe you could read the pitch idea I have for the sequel. Oh, yeah, I can definitely do that. Forgot what I was going to say. Alright, so Mario agrees to fight Donkey Kong. And it's like... yeah, it's like... You know in that second trailer where people were chanting Mario, Mario, Mario. Well, in the movie, people are booing when Mario shows up. So that's another misleading thing from the trailer. You know that Bowser has a son and is on the loose. He finds his dad, makes fun of how small he is, and flicks him, making him huge again. Yeah, that's a good idea. Oh, you know, the power-ups that Mario tries to use, he eats one of the mushrooms and that makes him shrink. And then the second power-up is like the flower or whatever. But Donkey Kong is like blows it out. Oh, and then the third one. If you guys played Super Mario 3D World with all the cat characters and power-ups, yeah, he got the cat box. So he did pretty good with that one. Alright, so like after Mario wins the match, the king is like, okay, fine, we'll help you out. And this is where we get to the karts. Mario Kart fans, you're gonna love this scene where you get to customize your car. And then when they ride out into the road, guess what road they like go on? Rainbow Road. It's like Rainbow Road in this movie looks amazing. And they've teased that in the second and third trailers to this movie. Basically, the Mario vs. DK scene is the closest idea we have for a Smash movie. Yeah. And that's another thing. Luigi's Mansion, Super Smash Bros. It's like Nintendo, Illumination, you guys got this. Alright, so eventually Bowser finds out that Princess Peach is trying to get help from Donkey Kong's tribe. But meanwhile, Bowser is trying to practice for his proposal. He puts on the hat, his wedding hat, and then he's standing there with the piranha flowers or plants. It's like, at first, he's like going in pretty badass. And then and I did a parody of that scene, of Bowser's proposal, you know? How did the Kongs have all the carts in the first place? Yeah, that's a good question. But either way, it's like, if you played the Mario Kart games, then you're gonna know the reference. Anyways, Bowser's proposal. Love can certainly make a guy come out of his shell. And the piranha plants, it's like, and he like stomps on them to get them to shut up or whatever. It's like, you and me, with the star, you and me can rule the world together. Will you marry me? And guess who's practicing, guess who's like cosplaying as Princess Peach in that scene? It's like, oh yes. It's like, when that scene happens, it's like people burst out into laughter. Like, even I burst out into laughter. And you know, this wouldn't be the first time that Kamik would cosplay as Princess Peach. You know, like in some of the Mario games, like he disguises himself as Peach, like in the end of a stage. It's like to fool Mario. I'm still checking on the audio, making sure it was okay. Yeah, I think my Yeah, I think my webcam just froze, you guys. So yeah, webcam is gonna come off. Alright, so yeah, but you guys can still hear me, right? Alright. But anyways, guys, that scene was like super funny. Okay, let me try my webcam again. Alright, so. Alright, so, okay, looks a little better, so. Alright. As funny as that scene was, it was kind of cringy. It's like, oh, yes. And then the blue shell soldier, like, walks in on this. Ripping pepperoni. Loud and clear, Fanatic, go ahead. Yeah. Alright, so this is where Bowser finds out that Princess Peach is getting help from the Kongs. And then that's where he sends his troops to, like, ambush them on the Rainbow Road. So and that's where we get this, like, action scene on Rainbow Road. It's kind of like if you've seen, it's like Mad Max, basically. It's a Super Mario Bros. Version of Mad Max. Okay, wait a minute. I think I skipped ahead a little. Cause yeah, we almost forgot to talk about the scene with Bowser and Luigi. Okay, so let me rewind a little bit. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, if I have to, I'll turn off webcam again. I mean, if I have to. Yeah, I do not like how it looks. So, sorry guys, I'm gonna have to turn off webcam. Anywho, let's talk about about Luigi real quick. All right, so obviously, the Shy Guys capture Luigi, and when they're taking him away from the little bitty castle that he tried to hide into, we get this flashback of Mario and Luigi when they're kids. So basically, like, baby Mario and baby Luigi are in this. So Luigi, as a little kid, like, he gets his blocks trampled on by some bully kid, and then baby Mario steps in to, like, stand up for his little brother. So I thought that was cute. A little sentimental. Alright, so then Luigi is brought to Bowser, and this is the scene where like you know how in the second trailer he's like, not sure you know who I am, but I'm about to rule the world. Yeah, we get that little torture scene. Like, first he, like, steps off his throne, goes over to Luigi, is like, what is your name? And then, like, Luigi tries to deny knowing Mario, like, just to, like, just, like, save his brother or something, like, try to defend his brother. And this is where, like, Bowser gets unhinged again. It's like, do you know him? And it's like, no. Do princesses find him attractive? It's like, Bowser's, like, in your face, basically. It's like when he was yelling at Luigi, I'm in my chair, it's like, oh my god. It's like, it was as if he was screaming in my face. And I was like, first off, I don't like to be screamed at. But it totally fits the scene. So then Bowser's like, I'm gonna kill his brother if he doesn't show up or whatever. We're gonna see how tough this Mario guy is when I kill his brother. And then Luigi gets like put in a cage with the penguins, and that's where we get that nihilistic Luma. Yeah, that's right. Did you know a child played the Luma? Like a literal kid played Luma in that movie. It's like they do if they had good taste. Yeah, we're praying for you, Luigi. Alright, so now we got Luigi. We've mentioned the Bowser Luigi scene. I think we can move on to the... Okay, so Bowser, stupid proposal. He finds out that the Kongs are trying to help Princess Peach. So he plans an ambush on Rainbow Road. And that's where we get the Mad Max like scene with all the cars, and they're battling each other. And I think I know why that blue shell soldier was important in the first place. And I didn't even think about it until that scene happened. So the blue soldier sacrifices himself by being the blue shell. You know, like in the Mario Kart series where the blue shell goes after the person in first place? Well, that's exactly what happened. Like it's like, I guess like Mario and Donkey Kong were like in first place or whatever. Like well, not exactly first place, but like it's like the blue shell soldier came after them. And it's like, oh my god, I totally forgot about that. So, like, that puts, like, a... Okay, what do you call it? Shoot. So that destroys, like, Rainbow Road. Like, there's, like, a gap between the Kong army and Princess Peach and Toad. There's, like, a big gap in the road. Meanwhile, Mario and Donkey Kong are falling into the ocean, and they get swallowed up by this big old worm thingy. Yeah, if you played like the Super Mario... If you played games like Super Mario 3D Land, or if you played one of the courses, one of the underwater courses in the Mario Kart series... Yeah, I don't know what that worm is called, but he swallows up Mario and Donkey Kong. Yeah, the Kong army gets captured as well, and they get imprisoned as well. So there goes your alliance, Princess Peach. So then Princess Peach, assuming that Mario and Donkey Kong are dead, it's like she races over to the Mushroom Kingdom, and she's telling like all the Toads there, it's like, evacuate, Bowser's coming. So of course, like, her constituents, like, they run and hide, they evacuate, but Toad stays by her side. And I thought that was super cute. It's like, oh, you're gonna fight alongside Princess Peach despite all that's happening. I thought that was sweet of him. Alright, so Bowser does arrive. And then he tries to put the moves on Princess Peach. Including, like, making that stupid line. Looks like love can... Oh, shoot. Okay, well, before that, he's like, no, Peach, I stole the star for us. I guess love really makes a guy come out of his shell. And then Princess Peach is like, what? It's like she had this confused look. It's like, what? And then Bowser's whispering to Kamek, I told you that line won't work. It's like, you're doing good. So he proposes to Princess Peach. At first, Princess Peach is like, no way. But then Bowser has Kamek torture Toad with his magic. And then she's like, okay, fine, I'll marry you. Just don't hurt my people. So she pretty much got coerced into going along with this wedding. Okay, Unagi is the eel. Okay, I couldn't think of the name of this guy. I couldn't think of the name of the eel, sorry. Oh, by the way, Mario and Donkey Kong, yeah, they managed to get out of that scary eel by using one of the rockets from one of the carts that was swallowed up. Life is sad. Prison is sad. Life in prison is very, very sad. It's like, well, ding. Yeah, ring-a-ding-ding. It's like, let me see if my webcam can work again, because I want to show you guys, like some of the doodles that I had. Yeah, because this next part, where they're getting ready for the wedding. Now, if you guys played, like I said, they reference Super Mario Odyssey. Like, you know how, like, Bowser, like, was dressed up and all that shebang-a-bang in Super Mario Odyssey? So wearing that exact same get-up in this wedding. Okay, I know this doesn't look perfect. This doesn't look perfect because I was drawing all that in a hurry. So, okay, I'm looking at the playback of this live stream. Okay, alright. So, yeah. So the wedding's happening. And for some reason they invited like a bunch of the Super Mario bosses. There was King Bubomb. There was King Boo. And there was like a big old piranha plant. Yeah, I thought that was pretty cool, like seeing the people like in the wedding audience. So, okay, my camera's working a little bit better. All right, so but guess what? His prisoners, he's gonna sacrifice all of them because of this wedding, and he's telling Princess Peach, I'm sacrificing them just for us. Or something like that. He's pretty confident in that. And then Kamek, who's, I guess, officiating the wedding because there's no priest. Kamek's like, dearly beloved. And then Peach punches him. And then she pulls out like this power-up, which makes her into like an ice princess. And that totally reminded me of Elsa. Like, she basically turned into Elsa and just like freezing people. She even froze Bowser, and she's fighting like these enemies. And then Mario and Donkey Kong show up. They save the prisoners, and Mario saves Luigi from falling into the lava. Oh yeah, and Mario's wearing that costume, that raccoon costume. I forgot what that one's called. Forgot what it was called. But yeah, that enables him to fly. So that's how he was able to rescue Luigi. But then, like, Bowser, like, manages to unfreeze himself. Like, the moment he sees Mario and Princess Peach, like together, it's like he gets really, really upset, and he threatens to blow up Peach's castle with the big old bullet bill. Then we are breaking up right now. It's like, first off, Bowser, you two weren't even together in the first place. She didn't even say yes to you in the first place. The Tanuki suit, yes, thank you. I'm so glad I have, like, you guys to help me, like, with some of these references. So anyways, Mario in his Tanuki suit tries stopping the bullet bill from hitting the Peach's castle, and he manages to put the bullet bill through that green pipe that he came out of. But you know what happens next? Like, once bullet bill goes into that green pipe, it's like all of a sudden the whole world, like, merges with Brooklyn. It's like, I ship Mario and Luigi, their relationship. Yeah, the Tanuki suit. I think a very old lady was the one that pointed it out. So they all get sucked up and thrown into Brooklyn, like, worlds merge. Uses the tail whip. Super effective. Alright, so Mario is okay, shoot. It's like, we're getting to the final boss battle, you guys. This would be considered the final boss battle, even if it's in a movie. So all these characters are being thrown into Brooklyn, like, two worlds colliding. And that's where we get that showdown with Bowser. And dang, Bowser's so angry at this point. I'm telling you, unhinged. Mario and Peach. I think that's what Gamer Star Girl said in the chat. Alright, so basically, like, Bowser is like... Okay, let me see. Okay, yeah, about the shipping thing. Go up in the chat and you'll see Gamer Star Girl's comment. I ship Mario and Peach, their relationship. Alright, so anyways, back to the final boss battle. Bowser, unhinged, he's beating the heck out of Mario. Even throwing him into a car. Like, Bowser just, like, throws him, like, yeah, now you will suffer. And then the next thing you know, he hits Mario, and Mario is flung into the pizzeria, the Punch-Out pizzeria. Like, that was, like, the first time I noticed, like, what the pizzeria was called. Like, I didn't catch that at the beginning. It was called Punch-Out Pizza. And then Bowser is, like, bullying him and tormenting him. Like, saying that Mario is not, is like trying to tear down Mario, basically. And when Mario says nothing, he's like, "That's what I thought." And then you got all these characters, and even Donkey Kong trying to take down Bowser, but they're like unsuccessful. And it seems like all hope is lost. But then the TV in the pizzeria turns on, and Mario sees the commercial that he did with his brother, and it's like that gives him motivation. Gives him motivation to like try again. So he steps out of the pizzeria. And Bowser's like, "You just don't know when to quit." Oh my god, that hurt my throat. So Princess Peach is able to knock out the superstar from Kamek's clutches or whatever, because Kamek was holding the star with his magic. So Princess Peach was able to knock it out of Kamek's reach, and the star is going down the street, and Mario is chasing after it, but then Bowser like breathes his fire. But before Mario can be scorched, Luigi is there, like holding the manhole cover to block the fire. And it's like, yeah, that's pretty cool. Like when it's like Mario saved Luigi, so Luigi's returning the favor. Yeah, that's when they say nothing can hurt us as long as we're together. So they're able to get the star, and that's when they get the star power up. And that's when you hear that the star theme. Yeah, and it's like right off the bat they start beating on Bowser. They even grab his tail at some point and just like. And it's like they're just like hitting him and punching him. It's like they're invincible. The star makes you invincible for a short time. And it's exactly what the brothers did. The epic scene I've ever seen in my life. Alright, so when all is said and done, yeah, I have to refer to my notes again. Okay, so Bowser's defeated, and then Princess Peach comes up to him. He's like, "Okay, that's not what I had planned, but can you please give me another chance?" And then she's like, "No." And then she shoves the mushroom into his mouth, you know, the one that shrinks you. And then they put him in a jar. And guess what? Like, everyone from their buildings, they come out and they congratulate the Super Mario Bros. For saving the day. So, the bros, they get respect from their parents. They get respect from their family. They get respect from that Spike guy. And you know what? That dog from the very beginning is like... It's like, what the hell? I didn't even... Oh, he gets respect from the dog. Whoopee. Yeah, the 3D World jar. Yes. He gets put in that jar. Yeah, he grabbed a freaking manhole cover and shielded Mario from the fire without getting burned. Yeah, I was kind of worried at some point that the manhole cover was going to get hot. Alright, so yeah, the bros get claimed as heroes. They get respect from their own town, from Brooklyn. And I think someone else pointed out, I don't know where I saw, but there was like a comment somewhere, or I don't know where I saw it, but yeah, like for some reason, like the townspeople were not phased when it comes to like this big old battle. It's like basically everybody stayed indoors throughout this whole time. It was like Bowser's minions weren't torturing the people. Yeah, they spun Bowser around. Even DK teases Bowser for being small. Yep. Alright, so when everything is all said and done, the scene cuts to Mario waking up in his room and getting ready for another day. It's like they open the door and it's like, and then it's like, I don't know, it's like, that got me questioning, like, is the Mushroom Kingdom and Brooklyn still merged? It's like, I don't know how that got resolved. And then all of a sudden, the credits roll. It's like the movie just stops. And it's like, really? That's it? It was like, I thought that part was confusing. Because I figured, I was hoping, like, I thought that they were gonna, like, have a scene where they're being congratulated by Princess Peach, being claimed heroes in the Mushroom Kingdom, everything being back to normal. But it's like, okay, the movie just stops. And then we got the credits rolling, and then like we get a scene where Bowser's singing his Peach's song, but he's in a cage in Peach's castle. And the guard is telling him to keep it down. It's like, do you know who I am? I am Bat! And it's like, it cuts off. So I stayed until the end of the credits, and that's where we get the scene in the sewer where we see that Yoshi egg. So when I saw that post-credit scene with the Yoshi egg, it's like, oh my god, are they gonna do a sequel? Because that's hinting as a sequel. That's suggesting that there might be a sequel. You know darn well that calls for a sequel. And I was talking about this with Matt the Cat. And yeah, I gotta share like his theory on what the sequel might be about. So, like, here's like it's not in verbatim, but here's like the gist of what Matt was theorizing. Alright, so Matt the Cat's thinking that, okay, Yoshi is gonna hatch out of that egg. And what else? He's gonna be walking around Brooklyn. The Mario Bros are gonna find him, and it's like, Yoshi is gonna. Okay, well, let me pull up what he told me on Discord. Can I do that? Can I share what you've told me on Discord, Matt? Okay, let me. Alright, so let me do this right. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba. Here's hoping the sequel is a Sunshine movie. Okay, I'll pull it up on my tablet. I'll pull it up on my tablet. You can read it in the group DM. Yeah. Alright, so. Alright, so. Trying to look for it. I'm trying to look for it. Okay, I found it. Okay, so here's Matt the Cat's concept. Like this is his theory. So, alright, so this is what he wrote to me. His concept for a Super Mario Bros. Sequel. Alright, Gamer Girl, thank you for tuning in. It's a pleasure to have you. Okay, so here's Matt's theory. Here's his idea for a sequel. The movie starts with Brooklyn's plumbing system going back. Mario and Luigi go to investigate and see a baby Yoshi tampering with the pipes. Mario finds him cute and decides to keep him as a pet, but Luigi is skeptical and fears he might get eaten. Over time, Mario raises Yoshi throughout his life, but Luigi and his family don't like him because he causes trouble. Meanwhile, Princess Peach is throwing a party at her kingdom, and Mario's family suggests bringing Yoshi with him. You know, just to get him out of the house. So Mario, Luigi, and Yoshi go to the castle to party. All the Toads are mean to Yoshi. Even Toad tries to attack him to protect Princess Peach. And I don't know why my Google Chrome just popped up. Sorry about that. Okay, so Toad tries to attack Yoshi, but Peach tells him not to hurt him and to give him a chance. Yoshi will cause a few mishaps in the party, but Peach won't mind because she knows that the natural behavior of their species. Bowser, still small and locked up, sees this as an opportunity to break free and rule the kingdom. So he tricks Yoshi into freeing him and steals the princess. This causes all the Toads, even Luigi, to be upset and tell Yoshi to leave the kingdom. But Mario follows him because he feels bad for him. Alright, so Mario tries to find Yoshi a new home since it's apparent that no one likes him. Along the way, they bump into DK, who laughs at him for being tricked by Bowser. Mario gives him a stern look and walks away. They eventually go to Yoshi's Island, where Yoshi got along with all his species there. Mario tries to leave him, but Yoshi still feels bad for his mistake and wants to make up for it. Mario decides to give him one last chance, and the two set for Bowser's castle. They get close to the castle, but there's a gap in the way with no option to cross it. Yoshi tells Mario to use him as a boost to make it across. So Yoshi would give Mario a boost in order to overcome the gap, apparently. Alright, so Mario is against this at first, but he eventually gives in and uses Yoshi to make it to the other side. But Yoshi ends up falling. He looks down at his falling friend one last time, wipes a tear, and heads to Bowser's castle. But of course, Yoshi won't die, according to Matt's theory. Maybe he'll get saved by a bush, or maybe Luigi, Toad, or DK will catch him. Yeah, that's an open-ended, you never know. Maybe the Yoshis from the island will huddle together and cushion his fall. Ah, that's sweet. So Matt's idea is maybe be a redemption arc for Yoshi to stop Bowser and everyone finally accept him. And Matt pretty much wants the dynamic to be Mario being best friends with Yoshi, as a reference to Super Mario World. So, yeah, if there's ever like a sequel, yeah, they should totally do a sequel. So now this is what I just read to you is Matt's theory. I might have theories of my own, but I'm totally not sure. I don't know, but you never know. Anything can happen. Alright, so my final thoughts on this movie. Now, by the way, I know I said I'm gonna be reviewing this movie eventually, but I'd rather wait until I get the DVD so that I can use clips from the movie. You know, kind of like what I do with my other reviews. All right, so yeah, I like Bowser in this movie, even though he could be unhinged and his mood swings. And oh my God, the Peaches song. Why? So yeah, I feel like the pacing could have been a lot better because it's almost like watching a Vine compilation. This happens and then this happens and then this happens and then it just stops. I didn't like that it stopped at the very end. It just stopped like all of a sudden. It's like they could have fleshed out the ending a little better. Like, see how people are doing. Let's see how the bros are doing. Like, if they're still having like their plumbing business, or they're just spending more time in the Mushroom Kingdom. Yeah, it was too fast paced. And I've seen this argument where it's like, it's called the Super Mario Bros. Movie, but they're separate. They're separated. Like, I didn't find a lot of problems with that. I mean, it's not the first time we've seen Mario try to save his brother and Luigi trying to save Mario, vice versa. We've seen that before. If you played a lot of the Super Mario games and the spin-offs, you would know. Yeah, Bowser is definitely crazy in this movie. And yeah, Princess Peach, I mean, yeah, I know she's not the damsel in distress this time. Like, she didn't get kidnapped, but she was forced to marry Bowser. It's like, they portray her as a strong, independent woman. Like, when she's, like, doing the obstacle course, like, she's, like, so flawless. And then when she uses the power-ups, she's, like, flawless. I mean, I don't know. It's like, I don't know, like, they made her too perfect. Well, she wasn't 100% perfect because she had to, like, she had to agree to marry Bowser, like, in order to save her constituents. Okay, so. Alright, so. Yeah, I'm going through my notes to see if I missed anything. So, basically, like, I enjoyed watching this movie. Even though it was too fast-paced, even though there's not enough character development. It's like the animation was spot on. It was really, really good. The character designs especially, so true to the source material. And I've been saying a whole lot, even before this movie came out, that this movie had great direction. This movie had Shigeru Miyamoto's blessing. Nintendo was like micromanaging this movie. And like micromanaging can be good and bad at some, like, depending on the situation, but for this movie, micromanaging was definitely needed. When you have Shigeru Miyamoto saying, hey, do it like this, or you were doing it like that, don't do it like this. It was like Shigeru Miyamoto was basically calling the shots in this movie. This movie got his seal of approval, got his blessing. And that's what we got. Yeah, being honest, people probably forgot that Bowser has always been in love with her from the beginning. Like, why else would he try to make her marry him? Yeah, that was his goal, like, throughout the games. Yeah, and I understand, like, from my understanding, there's a lot of criticism about the story. It's like, we could agree that it was too fast paced, but there's like critics that don't even know the source material. So that's why a lot of people are upset with the critics, because the critics might not know the source material. So that's why there's this divide on Rotten Tomatoes. The critics gave it like a 50 something, but then the audience score is like in the 90s. So there's like a big divide. But you know what? The audience score definitely speaks volumes. Because if you grew up with the Super Mario Bros. Video games, just like I did, then you're gonna love this movie. Though Miyamoto doesn't like stories in Mario games, so maybe he's to blame, but why there's no good story in the movie? I mean, it's a fun popcorn movie. Like, I'll definitely see it. I will definitely pay money to go see this movie again. I mean, if I had the money. It's like, if you had a great time in this movie, then you had a great time in this movie. Don't let the critics tell you otherwise. And, like, word on the street is, like, there was one person that reviewed this movie without even knowing, like, the franchises, and they got shat on, like, a whole bunch. But you know what, guys? I'm not gonna be the critic that tells you that the movie's bad, because this movie is good. Even though the story can be fleshed out more, even though, like, could have had, like, a better pace, I'm telling you to go watch this movie. Go watch it again. Watch it when it comes out on streaming services like Peacock. Go watch it again when it comes out on DVD and Blu-ray. It's like, this movie had every right to be really, really good, like, for audiences. I don't care what the critics say. If you had a good time with the movie, then it's a good movie. If I had not had a great time with this movie, then I would have walked out. Yeah, my webcam froze again, but we're nearing the end of the stream anyways. So let me put in my final thoughts for this movie. Let me put in my final thoughts. I had a great time. I would definitely watch it again. I will definitely wait until it comes out on DVD and buy it. So, yeah, even if it hits streaming services, I will definitely watch it again. It is definitely a good movie, no matter how you look at it. Like, the animation's good. And we got a good cast. I mean, yeah, Jack Black is really, really good. Is like, yeah. Jack Black really nailed it when it came to Bowser. And then Chris Pratt, I mean, even though I was disappointed Charles Martinet was taking a back seat in this movie, it's like Chris Pratt was able to like be serviceable. Like his performance is serviceable. Charlie Day was pretty good. Everybody else like did pretty good. Seth Rogen did what he could for DK. It's like, I cannot get enough of the animation. Illumination did a really good job. They followed the source material to a T. So yeah, that's why I keep saying Nintendo and Illumination make a great partnership. They really, really do. Alright, so let me end the poll here. Let's see what you guys voted for. Dang, the majority of you want me to do a fan art of Bowser and Kamek at the piano. So I'm definitely going to stream that tomorrow. It's like, I will do a sketch. I will do a sketch and post it later on today. And then tomorrow, 11 a.m. Central, which is 12 p.m. Eastern for some of you guys. I will definitely live stream me doing fan art of Bowser and Kamek at the piano. Because that scene like really speaks volumes on how Bowser is when it comes to this movie. Definitely unhinged. Alright, so Bowser was pretty cool. And you know what? When I saw this movie, I came prepared. I suited up in my Bowser t-shirt and the cuffs and collar. If you guys seen my Instagram and my YouTube community post, yeah, I was dressed. I looked the part. And I was like, dang. Yep, I was well prepared and I took a selfie of me in my Bowser t-shirt and the cuffs and the collar. Alright, let me see if I can pull that up real quick. I'm gonna pull it up real quick. Do 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 do. Alright, let me see if this loads. Come on, hurry up. I ain't got all day. There we go. Just do a little sing-a-song. Do a sing-along song. Now it's time for Silly Songs with the LBF. The part of the show where LBF comes out and sings a silly song. Alright, so... Okay, once this thing loads... Go to my channel. Community post. Okay, where is it? There we go. So the movie theater I went to, it was like 5 minutes away from where I live. Okay, this is me like after watching the movie. I went over to the movie poster. Yep, that's me sporting the Bowser shirt and the collar that I have. Okay, and I had like, I bought a bottle of Coke and cookie dough bites. And this was my ticket to seeing the movie Monday, April 10th, which is like the day after Easter. I went to the 12 o'clock showing. Oh, and this is me beforehand. I took a selfie. This was me like super excited to going to see this movie. Yeah, you have no idea how happy I was. Because I was taking it upon myself to going and seeing this movie. Bowser t-shirt. I was dressed for the part. I was dressed for success. So yeah, I was super, super happy. Yeah, take a shot every time you see someone post a picture. Alright, so Blaze Brew Gaming, we had a really, really big discussion today. Really big discussion, and so like I said, you could always rewatch this episode. So, alright, so anyways, just a recap. The movie was great. There was a lot to talk about. I wrote a lot of stuff down on my notes. Like, as soon as I got out of the movie theater and came home, I like jotted down my notes. Alright, so yeah, the majority of you want me to do a fan art of Bowser and Kamek at the piano. So that's gonna happen. As soon as I get off stream, I'm gonna get to work on that, on sketching out the Bowser and Kamek fan art. I can never get Kamek's name right. I'm used to saying Kamek, but then someone in the comments corrected me saying Kamek. Kamek! Alright, so art commissions. I'm still taking art commissions, you guys. $20 for a sketch. $50 to $100 if you want a full color sketch. DM me for more details. It's like I've already gotten a couple of art commissions done. So, yeah, that'd be really cool. So anyways, you guys, thank you so much for tuning into the live stream. Let me see if I can do my webcam one more time. Alright. See if I could do my webcam one more time. Alright. Okay, we didn't even do an intermission today. Oh well, we had like so much to talk about today. So that's all good. Only things I didn't like about the movie is Peach's VA not sounding that invested. Oh, her voice actress? Yeah, that's like a little... Yeah, I wasn't really too crazy about the voice actors myself, but it's whatevs. Yeah, well, DK's always been a huge show-off, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that wasn't a problem for me. Alrighty, so, art commissions, check out the community post, and DM me for more details. What else? What I was gonna say? If I'm to do like a Super Mario Bros. Movie review, I would have to wait until it comes out on DVD so I can like use clips from the movie rather than having to use footage from the trailers. Yeah, that'd be super cool. Alright, so fan art live stream is coming tomorrow. Same time as today, 11 a.m. Central. So I'll go ahead and work on the sketch part of the Bowser and Kamek fan art. Alright, so art commissions. Message me if you want an art commission from yours truly. And anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching the live stream. Thank you for tuning into another episode of All That Shebang-a-Bang. Be sure to leave a like on this video and subscribe to the channel. Want to support the show? Consider joining me on Patreon or becoming a channel member. You can also follow me on TikTok, Instagram. Check out my DeviantArt page, all that shebang-a-bang. Be sure to tune into the podcast every Friday. I want this to be like a regular thing, the podcast. Also, check out my Redbubble merch store. Yeah, I'm still selling merch. Kamek. Yeah. Kamek. Yeah. Kamek. Alright, and this episode is viewable anytime you want. There's also a playlist of all that shebang-a-bang. I think I did like 5-6 episodes already. And by the way, I created this thumbnail. The thumbnails, I've been using Canva to create my thumbnails, and it's working, it's doing wonders. Canva is super easy to use. I recommend it, so definitely check it out. But anyways, you guys, this has been your host, Ronnie Gunza, and I'm known as the Larry Boy Fanatic, the eyes and plunger ears of the Larry Boy multiverse, and stay tuned for tomorrow's live stream, where we get to do fan art. So definitely, art commissions are open.